Aqui, conforme o Rafael tinha falado, realmente essas casas são os alojamentos onde as pessoas moram. Então você pode ver os estudantes aqui, muitos estudantes moram aqui dentro e essas casas bem legais são os alojamentos.
Time. What is your name?
My name's Alícia.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Jamie.
meet you.
And what are you studying here?
I actually designed my own engineering. Should I look at you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
So I designed my own engineering major through the IDEM program, which is called the Individually Designed Engineering Major Program.
Wow.
And I basically combined environmental systems engineering with product design. And part of the reason behind that was that I guess my overall passion is just sustainability and helping improve the relationship between humans and the environment. And at first I looked at it at a science perspective, or no, a policy perspective when I came here as a freshman. And I took a few policy courses, but I felt like I should learn something here that I wouldn't be able to learn outside of the university, which would be something in the form of a STEM major. And so I looked at oceanography for a bit because I was really interested in ocean conservation. But as a scientist, you don't really learn how to solve problems, you just learn how to identify them. And that was really daunting for me. I know it's a very important role, and I think that the scientist positions are incredibly necessary towards improving the environment, but it wasn't something that I wanted to do because I wanted to be able to solve problems. So I looked into engineering and I really liked it, but I felt like it was stifling my creative expression because I'm a very artistic person in my opinion. And so I love the product design program here, but I didn't feel like it was allowing me to pursue the environmental perspective that I wanted. And so after driving my advisors completely crazy for the longest time, I finally decided to take their advice and look into designing my own engineering major. And it ended up being the best decision I've ever made. The only regret I have is that I didn't do it sooner because it left me with a lot of courses that I should have taken earlier on in my academic career. But yeah, that's how I came to design my own engineering major, and it's called Sustainable Product Design.
Nice. And did you make some kind of exam to get inside here?
Yes. Stanford's very difficult to get into. So typically the best ways to get into Stanford are to do really well in high school in terms of your GPA. You need a really high GPA.
Yeah, high GPA, yeah.
You need a high SAT or ACT score. And then Stanford, very fortunately, is also huge on extracurriculars. They want very well-rounded students. They just don't want kids that are shut up in their room on their books all day. Mm-hmm. So they want to see that you're, going out in the world and either pursuing something that you love or making a difference. So sports are really big for them. They not only have a great athletics program here, but even if you don't compete for Stanford, they like to see that you were committed to something while you were in high school. And then they also like to see, students that start their own companies, students that do a lot of volunteering with a specific organization and are very passionate about it. And then, they're just or even art, like pursuing their dreams. I was a dancer and I was very dedicated to that in high school. And then also something that they're great about is they want a really diverse group of students here. So not just ethnically, but also background in terms of socioeconomic or even cultural or even in some cases religious. And so I think something that, besides, I'm not downplaying my own accomplishments, but I'm first generation, and so neither of my parents went to college. And so I think Stanford saw that as a feat in itself, that I was able to pursue education so vigorously while I was in high school, despite not really having any role models close to me. But my parents were incredibly encouraging, and they're wonderful, wonderful, amazing people. I credit a lot of where I am today to the way they raised me.
Yeah.
And people are asking, what bring you to D.School?
I honestly, I mean, I applied to a lot of universities, and this was what I thought would be one of the more challenging ones. I thought I had a very low chance of getting in, and so I mostly applied, just to see where it took me, but it wasn't like Stanford or I'm gonna die. But once I got in, I was sort of deciding between this and Brown University, and I thought Stanford was a better school academically. The only thing that was pulling me towards Brown was that I would be able, I'm from Los Angeles, but I wanted to get an experience outside of California. But then I visited campus, and it's very beautiful. I'm very spoiled growing up in LA. I'm used to the sun and no rain, so this is actually like really crazy, this weather.
Crazy weather.
This is an anomaly for sure.
Yeah, that's true. It's always blue sky.
Yes, it's very beautiful here, and I really liked the vibe that I got on campus. It's kind of hard to put into words, but people here felt more relaxed than the more, I guess, preppy aura on the East Coast. And I grew up, like I said, I grew up in California, so I don't think I would have dealt with the more aggressive, I guess, culture that they have on East Coast campuses versus here, where people are, I think, a little bit more relaxed. I mean, people still go crazy.
Relax,
yeah. No, people still go crazy here, but I think it's a little bit different the way they express it. And I felt like people were a little bit more genuine.
Yeah.
Here. I'm not putting down Brown. Brown is an amazing school.
Yeah.
It's just I felt like I fit in this school better, and then there are people that fit in Brown better than Stanford. To each his own.
We have another more technical question from a person who is a professor in a university in Brazil, and she's asking if they teach product service system as an alternative business module.
Product service system?
Yes.
I would say that would actually fall more under the econ major here, the economics major. Our product design major here is it's under the engineering department, and so it's, I guess, more geared towards industrial design, but they love human-centric design as well. So they look at the other two areas of design, which are interaction and experience. But from my coursework experience here, it's more geared towards industrial design. And so like we have there's a lot of mechanical engineering incorporated into the major. I wouldn't really say they have any economics in it from what I've seen so far. I'm only half PD, but I don't think you have to take an econ. And that would be a very interesting aspect to incorporate into it, because it is important, especially like the business model behind design. But so far this is more geared towards the engineering aspect.
Nice. So congratulations for all your achievements.
We don't know her name.
Yeah, she told you.
Alícia.
Yes. Alícia, thank you very much. We are doing this tech trip, which is a 45 days here in Silicon Valley on an RV. So
oh my
we are
gosh, that's awesome.
doing this in interaction with the Brazilian community. So thank you very, very much for sharing.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, and good luck in your career.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys have a great rest of your trip.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.